all we gotta do is win. So if they sleep on you, tuck them in. Meet me at the top, if you fight, I'll drop my pen. So many stars in the making, thank you, sing. Eyes on the prize, I say passionate. I got the sauce like Diana, vision like medicine. They say patience is a virtue, so I went around the world and back again. Now NSL be on the map, no more imagining, it's happening.
Happy Mother's Day from Toronto. It's a beautiful day outside, 13 degrees, some wind off of Lake Ontario to the south of BMO Field, where AFC Toronto takes on the undefeated Montreal Roses. It should be a great match today. Signa Butler alongside Canadian Youth International Jess Lisi. And we're expecting just I don't want to say a barn burner, but certainly two of the best clubs in the league.
I'm excited for today, Signa. These are two of the best teams in the league, as you mentioned. Montreal playing some of their best soccer right now, so I'm thrilled to see if they can continue that today against a Toronto team that we know is capable of winning games.
But they are missing one of their major stars, and that is Esther Okoronkwo, out with a knee injury, expected to be out a minimum of 6 weeks, but that opens the door for other players like Lauren Rowe.
It's big shoes to fill, Signa, but Lauren Rowe is somebody that is up for the task. She was able to make an immediate impact last year when she came in, first game, first goal, but her ability even in their last matchup, she's so great with her pace. She's hardworking, she's gritty, she's relentless, but something that has really improved from her is her ability to find that space off the front and get into those spaces, run at defenders. I'll tell you one thing, I do not want Lauren Rowe running at me if I'm a defender. And you can see here, this is just an example of her pace. She passes that ball, she's always moving, she recognizes where that space is, and she continues her run. Unfortunately, the ground was a little wet, so that ball got held up. But if that ground is not wet, Lauren Rowe is scoring every single time.
Like she did last season. Check out that goal against Montreal in the playoffs. And
can we talk about that? We got to talk about that. Look at that skill from both Lentane as well as Rowe. What an exciting way to celebrate.
Well, Lauren Rowe, she steps into the starting 11 today. She's had 6 starts over the course of 2 seasons, joining AFC Toronto last July from the NT Nitros in League One. 2 goals, 2 assists in that time. Let's go to the starting 11 for AFC Toronto. Familiar 3-5-2, but a couple changes in the lineup, notably in net. Danielle Krzyzaniak steps in to the lineup, as well as Nyota Katembo into that lineup along with Lauren Rowe. But one of the fixtures in the back line, she'll be a focus today, is Victoria Pickett, and she caught up with Jess ahead of the match.
Victoria, you're against a squad today that has a lot of firepower up top. As someone in that back three, what is going to be key for you to be able to shut down that offense?
Yeah, I mean, Montreal's a very organized attacking threat, but I also like to think we're a very organized defensive threat. So I've played alongside Elise Bennett when we were both in Kansas City, so it'll be important to shut her down, shut the other two as well. But as long as we're organized and we make sure we're all just on the same page, we'll be fine.
And it's Asian Heritage Day today. It's also Mother's Day, and I heard your wonderful mom's going to be in the crowd. So how special is that for you to be able to play in front of her?
Yeah, she's always been one of my biggest role models, one of my biggest fans. She's always in my corner. So to be able to play in front of her, in front of my other family members as well, is something so important and special to me. So it'll be fun to be here with a great crowd tonight.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much and best of luck.
Thank you.
For Montreal, a fixture in the middle has been Chloe Minas. 2 starts this season, an assist. Pass completion rate, 80%, Jess. She has been a real leader in the midfield.
She's been phenomenal, and Montreal is able to get her right from the beginning of the season. Obviously, she was a late addition last year, but her ability has been on full display in these early matches. She's clever, she's hardworking, she's creative. But that set piece delivery, it's been on, Signa. She's been putting in some phenomenal balls into the box, and her teammates have definitely been getting on the end of them. But overall, her technical ability, we'll see it right here. She says, whoop, right through the legs, and ends up creating more and more for her team in attack. So definitely has had a strong start to the year.
And very tenacious on the ball, winning balls here, taken down by Okamoto, but sticks with it, always with a smile on her face, even when things like that happen in a game.
That positive energy radiates off of her, and that's exactly what you want in a teammate and in a leader. It's contagious. It spreads around the locker room. You can see her smile right there. She just took an elbow or something to the face, but she's in great spirits, so definitely one of those players that's going to be key for Montreal today. And the celebration.
Yeah, 2 victories on the season, joining in with the percussion at the end of the game. Why not? They're on fire right now. Let's look at their starting 11 for today. Pretty much unchanged. Cherim Kang out of the lineup today, unavailable, but pretty much looking the same there, and you can't help but look at that top 3. Lisa Peczerski, Tanya Boychuk, and Elise Bennett with 3 goals in the season, and she caught up with Jess earlier.
Elise, people have been talking about the depth that the Roses have up front. How would you describe the identity of your team right now?
Yeah, I think that every individual on our team has the same level of importance, and we need everyone at the end of the day to win games. And the season is extremely long, so having depth is obviously crucial to our success. So I think that we're just looking to band together, be the best individuals we can be, and then collectively have that come together as a group to get team wins.
And you started off on the right foot. You've been doing amazing. Coming into this, you're a new player on this team. How has the environment really helped shape you and bring that confidence into this season?
Yeah, I think that throughout my career, I've moved around a lot, and it's been a pro, but it's also been a con. So I think that in being new here, it's something that I've dealt with before. It's something that I've experienced a lot in my career. So I think it's just a similar feeling of just finding my own space, creating space for myself to be the best I can be, and finding a place within the environment to help the team be the best it can be.
Amazing. Thank you so much, and best of luck.
Thank you so much.
In terms of head-to-head matchups, they've met 5 times in the regular season, twice in the playoffs. Toronto with 5 victories, Montreal with 2, and the goals 13-6. So we'll have to see what today's matchup has in store. Again, it's a battle between 2 unbeaten teams. The Montreal Roses with 2 victories, AFC Toronto with 1 win and a tie. Well, the teams are getting set for kickoff, and we'll be here for kickoff when we come back from BMO Field. It's AFC Toronto hosting the Montreal Roses. You're watching the NSL on CBC Gem. It's blue skies at BMO Field in Toronto for this matchup between the Montreal Roses and AFC Toronto. The 2 coaches, Marko Milanovic, Robert Rosatoyu, greeting. But you know what? There's a lot of matchups to watch up in this game, and one of them is Elise Bennett. Jess, she's been so effective this season since joining the club.
Well, her back-to-goal presence is something that cannot be missed. Her ability to win those aerial battles is also something that this Toronto side is going to have to be aware of, because Elise Bennett is capable of coming off the front. She's got great feet, but she can also break in behind, and we know she can score some goals.
Oh yeah, she's shown that with her foot or with her head. And one woman that's going to be tasked with marking her, Sarah Rollins, the 21-year-old from Toronto, has really, got better each game. That's what Marko Milanovic said about this young phenom, that, she stepped up when she's faced with the toughest tasks.
We've seen a lot of growth in her, and she's definitely somebody that is going to be up for the task. It's not going to be an easy one, so it's a big day for her, but I do think that she has all the capabilities in her toolbox to make this a great battle, Signa.
It's Mother's Day. It's Asian Heritage Month, celebrating community and culture in Toronto and beyond. And it's a beautiful day for football as we get set for kickoff here. Lauren Rowe with her start today. We'll see if she's a factor in today's game as AFC Toronto takes on the Montreal Roses. Scott Bowman in the middle refereeing today. And off we go, back to Rollins. And up the pitch. Already some pressure, look at that, it's Lauren Rowe on her foot! And Anna Karpenko forced to dive to her right off the bat.
This is exactly what we were speaking about in the pregame show. Lauren Rowe is ready, she's on her toes, she's able to get there. Whitaker with not the greatest pass back, straight into the root of Rowe, who is able to get a shot off, but not enough to test Karpenko.
Small. Back to Small, such an engineer in the midfield. Kaylee Hunter taken down the top of the box. A little scrambly here in the opening minutes. As the teams settle into this game. And Valerie Sato in her third start at that center back position. She's normally a creative midfield, was last season with the Halifax Tides, has been a real revelation in the early going for the Montreal Roses.
And that versatility is something that you want on your squad, right? It shows the quality that she is as a player, what she can do. She's great with the ball, which is also a fantastic attribute to have as a center back. But then if you ever do need her to step in the middle of the park, you know that she can do it.
Sato under pressure from Kaylee Hunter. Barnett taking it back into her own end and finding an escape route versus Pickett there. Pickett playing it forward, broken up by Sato. Minas.
See the composure from Minas, recognizing that there are not numbers forward. She calmly takes that ball, plays it back. Some great composure from her.
Anna Karpenko from Richmond Hill, Ontario, getting her third start. She's got 2 clean sheets already. And this is Megan Sauvé trying to escape.
Sauvé not able to hold her run, just a little bit over-eager from her, but you can see right there, we spoke about Elise Bennett and what it is that she brings as far as aerial challenges. It's a great ball into her from Karpenko, but that little flick on, that's something that Toronto has to be aware and conscious of today.
Lauren Rowe trying to cut inside. Sato's in pursuit. Katembo, Nyota Katembo. Tempo, nice moves. Couldn't get the cross in, blocked by Tanya Boychuk. So good at backtracking, Tanya Boychuk. And out through Sauvé. Rollins, lovely to get by the pressure from Bennett.
It's really well done from Sarah Rollins.
Rosatoyu, his team wearing their white kit today, moving from right to left on your screen. Under pressure early, quick throw, Nikki Small, and out for a corner kick. Charlotte Bilbao says, let's pick it up, demanding excellence as she often does from her team.
And those quick restarts, we've seen them hurt teams last season. It's definitely something that you have to be able to take advantage of, and that's exactly what they did. Kaylee Hunter with some great pressure and is able to get that throw in into Nikki Small, who now they're able to get an opportunity to potentially score the first of the game.
Short corner. Cut back. by the Roses, not out of trouble yet. Small! Is she gonna wind up? Blocked. Lisa Peczerski moving forward. Taken down. Bennett. Small. Earns the foul.
Can we just talk about the pace of Lisa Peczerski for a moment? Her ability to run with the ball at pace is something that's so unbelievable about her. She doesn't switch when she has the ball or she doesn't have the ball. She is running 100% of the time at great pace.
Sarah Stratigakis looking for Kaylee Hunter, broken up by Stephanie Hill. Looking to play in behind, little too much sauce.
One of those things that AFC Toronto thrives in, and we saw them last year, was a part of their identity as well as this year, but those balls over the top, they really like to lean into that athleticism that they do have up top. They have some great talent that if they do get on the ball, they're going to hurt you, and that's something that Coach Rosatoyu mentioned that they're going to be aware of today, what spaces they're giving them. And it's not about dropping every single time, but it's about dealing with that situation as it comes up. And you can see right there, that ball did run out, but Montreal was ready. They applied that drop when it was necessary.
Rollins looking forward. Cathro. Chisholm under pressure. 17-year-old under pressure from Charlotte Bilbao. That's a nice tackle by the 17-year-old. And just a little too far for Kaylee Hunter.
That next task mentality that you want to see from these players. Chisholm loses the ball and then is able to win it right back with a big tackle.
Bilbao lays it off to Capadonna. She's in a bit of trouble. Chisholm.
Some risky play at the back there for Montreal.
Pick it to Katembo. Through to Sarah Stratigakis. Katembo slides it through. That's Kaylee Hunter. Kaylee Hunter, the shot! Stopped stone cold by Karpenko.
Kaylee Hunter's still searching for her first of the season, so we know that she is going to be coming in hot, but this is a great little ball through to Kaylee Hunter from Katembo. She strikes that really well near post, but Anna Karpenko wasn't going down without a fight. She kept that out really well, strong hands, but she does end up giving up a corner.
Colby Barnett with the in-swinger here. To the near post, headed away by Capadonna. Tembo trying to play in Barnett. Covered by Sauve, wearing the captain's armband today. Again, Sauve, the 28-year-old from St. Hyacinthe, Quebec. Long throw. Back to Stephanie Hill and Lucy Capadonna. This back three has been consistent, playing nearly 90 minutes, all of them, for their first two matches. Whoa!
That pace from Lauren Rowe.
And a nice touch by Lisa Peczerski out of feet, as she's got Sauve trying to keep Bennett onside. Bennett takes it with her left foot. The cross was trying to return the favor to her teammate Tanya Boychuk, and that's broken up by AFC Toronto.
It's a great build-up play, but you want Elise Bennett to be selfish there. Take that touch with her right foot and just be able to strike it on goal. But you'll see here this phenomenal touch from Lisa Peczerski. Insides, recognizes that space, plays it to Sauve, who does well to come into the middle and plays a well-timed ball to Elise Bennett, who holds her run. I want to see her take on Rollins.
Ball crossed in, and Krasaniak's first touch of this match. Danielle Krasaniak 29 years of age from Caledon, Ontario, 6-footer. So lots of height there. All three of Toronto's keepers all have size. Brzaniak getting her second action with the club. She started one match last season against Calgary. Tough tackle there. Boychuk on Victoria Pickett. I'm not sure who got the worst of that.
See it again here. Pickett does well to get herself in between Boychuk and the ball. Boychuk just wrapped around Pickett's back. And that's also going to be a really interesting battle, Signa, between the two of them. They're both top-tier competitors, so neither are going to be willing to back down.
Rowe turns easily. The cross earns the corner kick. It's another corner kick. Colby Barnett will come over.
And that starts from the recognition of space from Rowe. She's able to get in between the Montreal defenders, does well to do a no-touch turn, and then take that touch into the space.
Barnett, right to the penalty spot this time. Headed down by Bennett. Cross in, far post, looking for Small. Vicky Small. Couldn't get it out of her feet, but Sato does. Bennett popping it over top. That's Lisa Paczurski. Paczurski taking it inside. The great pace recovery by Pickett. That's great defending.
There's a reason Victoria Pickett is back there, and she is showing it. Her ability to defend and recognize what is needed, her pace, her physicality. It's everything that helps really ignite that back line to do great things, Signa.
Ooh, that was a late tackle on Lauren Rowe.
You can see here Lisa Paczurski with a great touch in, but Victoria Pickett recovering and just the right amount of physicality to throw Paczurski off, and ends up getting caught in her feet. And then Pickett's able to win that back and go out the other way.
Pickett across to Barnett. Going of this game, Toronto in possession, and in possession now, Kaylee Hunter. And that was some nice defending on that side from Anne-Valerie Sato. On the star striker for AFC Toronto, Kaylee Hunter. The fans don't like that too much.
Kaylee Hunter is a handful, so Sato does really well here. Again, just the right amount of push. It looks like they get caught up just a little bit. Sato does lose her footing, but ends up winning the foul in the end.
Hunter. And earning the foul there on Bennett. Kaylee Hunter, the 18-year-old from Calgary, as you mentioned, Jess, looking for her first contributions of the season. And Marko Milanovic said, you know, maybe it's what we dub the national team slump. She did take part in national team FIFA series with the women's senior team for Canada. And a lot of travel getting to and from Brazil. Played some minutes against Zambia. Her second cap with the national team after the She Believes Cup. Expecting to see Kaylee Hunter with the U20 World Cup team in September in Poland. Bilbo.
Very well read by Bilbo. She she's somebody that does a lot of the work that you don't necessarily speak about. She might not always be involved in those big moments, but her ability in the middle of the park, her vision, her intelligence, her IQ, she brings so much experience to this Montreal side and helps really keep them anchored and solid in the middle of the park.
Free kick for the Roses. 15 minutes into this match. Now, I know Marko Milanovic does not like to be reminded of the record at BMO Field. 1 draw, of course, coming against the Halifax Tides last week, and 3 losses, including 1 in the opener last season against the Montreal Roses, where Tanya Boychuk had the goal of that match. So he says they're on the upward trajectory, and they certainly love playing here. They've played great football matches here, just the results haven't tipped in their favor.
He mentioned the posts. They
so
definitely
many
have been
posts.
hitting the posts every time they play at BMO.
What did he say, 7 or 8?
Yeah, it's something crazy like that.
Capadonna under pressure from Stratigakis.
See Chloe Minas drift out into the space. So well done. And that's something that Montreal continues to do well. The rotation in the middle of the park. You have players like Boychuk that go in. You have Minas that comes out. They do it on the opposite side as well. But their off-the-ball movement is what has been helping them look so fluid in the attack.
Stays in. Pickett against Elise Bennett, former teammates with Kansas City in the NWSL. Familiar with each other from a few years back. Pickett looking forward, pumping it over top of Sato's head. In pursuit, Lauren Rowe. Minas, nice turn on Nikki Small. Given away though to Stratigakis. Rowe, popping it through, Stratigakis. Cutting it back, and booted away by Capadonna. Capadonna asking her line to get up high.
Stratigakis is another player that's played a big role so far early in the season.
Rowe broken up by Minas, tracking back. Bennett. Forced back in her own end. Sato. Trying to switch the field, just went past Sauvé.
See Stratigakis. Nice little flick through. Lauren Rowe with a great touch as well. Feed Stratigakis. She does cut this back and gets so close to finding Kaylee Hunter's feet, but just unable to do that before the Montreal defender is able to step in.
Watching the Northern Super League presented by BMO, the official bank of the NSL. Scoreless inside 20 minutes, though. Back and forth between these two teams as we would expect. Last season, in the regular season, it was Toronto with the advantage, 3 wins over the Montreal Roses, but the Roses had 2 victories, including 1 at BMO Field. But it was AFC Toronto that had the upper hand come the semifinals last year, winning both of those matches.
You can hear Rosatoyu calling for that switch just then, but that ball needs to be cleaner in the back to be able to do that so you can actually catch Toronto as they're trying to shift and get into position.
Small. Looking to Katembo. Can she keep this in? She can. Small closed down immediately. And the ball played through Bennett to Boychuk. This is a break for the Roses. Boychuk cuts back and Rollins has to give up that corner kick. So the Montreal Roses
The Roses are the type of team that suffocate you when they apply that pressure. You see 3 players ready to step there. They end up winning the ball and Boychuk's gone, able to win a corner kick.
do so well to win the ball up the pitch, give themselves those opportunities in the offensive third. You saw one right there.
They always have numbers, both offensively and defensively. They're ready.
It's Minas on the corner. Delivered in. Krasaniak came out of her net, didn't go for the ball, and AFC gets it out for the throw-in. Slippery over there.
It's well done from Nikki Small.
And you just see the numbers just pile on to AFC Toronto. Tough to get out of those spaces. Bilbo, nice little touch, but played a little too far.
Sarah Rollins also doing well to anticipate that and beat Elise Bennett to the ball.
Strategakis wide to Barnett. She's got acres of space over there. Barnett feeds Strategakis onside. Sarah Strategakis, a little shimmy shake and cuts it back. Capadonna's there. To the top of the box, Chisholm. And out for a throw-in. Wanted to slow things down.
It's well done from Capadonna to be able to get that out, but Sarah Strategakis has been instrumental in the attack so far for AFC Toronto. She drifts out into that wide channel, pulls out a little move on Whitaker and tries to cut this back. Again, ever so close to getting to Kaylee Hunter, and it does come back to the top of the box for another opportunity.
Corner kick for AFC Toronto. It's Pickett striking that in. That's well struck. And Minas gets that out.
It's a well-driven ball, Signa. Karpenko doing well to get her fist on that. But those are the kinds of delivery you want. We'll see it again here. Great ball in. Just the right amount of curl as well. Driven. But Montreal thankfully able to get that out for themselves.
Chersky playing it through to Bennett. Rollins, no nonsense, out of bounds. Percussion section is working overtime here at BMO Field. Corner kick here for the Roses.
Elise Bennett with just the right amount of pressure on Pickett. It actually runs off of Pickett's foot. You see her frustration with that.
Entertaining the crowd here. Chloe Mina stepping up to the corner flag. Close near post, headed down, not away though. Sabinas across goal. Rollins boots that away. Sauvé into the box. And a foul called on Kaylee Hunter. Not on Kaylee Hunter.
This is the second ball into the box from Sauvé. Boychuk just bulldozing over Hunter. That's where that foul call came from.
Montreal throw on the far side of the pitch. Capadonna, Sabinas, closed down quickly by Small and Hunter. She's still got it. Burnett across the pitch. Stratigakis, the closest AFC Toronto player. Montreal moving quickly out of the back. Capadonna, Hill.
See that rotation again here with Peczerski rolling out wide.
Bilbo. Popped over top. Trouble. But Krzaniak's there.
Some great vision from Bilbo. If she would have pulled that out just a tiny bit, where Whitaker was able to get on that, went right over top of Boychuk, but it was definitely in the correct area.
Chisholm earns the foul on Peczerski. Rosatoya's team looking for their first shot of the game. The ball played through, looking for Rowe. Hill goes down to the turf. Rowe across goal and just by Kaylee Hunter.
We've seen the wet turf take out a few of these players so far. And Stephanie Hill losing her footing. Lauren Rowe, though, sticking with it, and that's what we talked about, her tenacity. She gets a good ball across, straight across the front of the goal, but Kaylee Hunter just a little bit too far back to be able to connect with it.
Connects here! Karpenko well off her line and denies Lauren Rowe, who was lurking. I believe that was Sarah Stratigakis.
Sarah Stratigakis always looking to break that line and provide that overload for Toronto.
Chisholm out wide to Katembo. Katembo, the cross in. Karpenko's there, so is Hunter, but Karpenko's got the edge.
And if you paid attention to Hunter just earlier, she raised her hand, she wanted that ball, she wanted to be able to get into it, but Karpenko coming up big, and looking at this one as well, nice ball through, Sarah Stratigakis getting there, but Karpenko owning her box as she normally does.
Always nice to play in front of your home crowd, I'm sure, for Anna Karpenko. Especially on Mother's Day, of course. Ball played over top. That's Rollins and Bennett. That battle we talked about off the top. Rollins shielding. And out for a goal kick.
It's really well done from Rollins, recognizing what Elise Bennett is trying to do to be able to flick that ball to herself in the space. Doesn't give her any time or space, which is exactly what she was hoping for.
Back to Stratigakis. And read by Whitaker.
Barnett with a lack of options there, looking for Lauren Rowe, but actually Lauren Rowe ended up coming to the ball instead of playing where she previously was.
Real battles for the ball, every 50-50 ball right now between these two teams. Minas winning this one against Small. Small winning the tackle back, but getting called for the foul.
You mentioned the battles, Signa. These are the types of teams that you know it's going to be a constant transition game. You have to be aware, you have to have that balance when you're attacking, because at any given moment, if you do lose the ball, you know that your opponent is capable of coming straight back down your throat and hurting you.
Boychuk now on the far side. The cross in, over the head of Rollins. Not out of trouble yet. Cathro has to clear it before Minas was on her tail. So 15 minutes left to play in this opening half. And Montreal pushing forward here.
And also to point out the brilliance of Bilbao once again, her one touch, her vision, she knows exactly where she wants to play the ball before it comes to her, and that's what makes her so great and helps her stand out in the middle of the park. Her intelligence is beyond many.
Headed out for another throw. Marko Milanovic was quite complimentary of the opposing player, Charlotte Bilbao, saying she's the most intelligent player in the league, so that is high praise indeed from the opposing coach and all the things she does off the ball. So they're aware of what she can do. Barnett gets it out of trouble. That's Bilbao. Back to Capadonna. Tackled by Small.
From the Montreal back line.
Sato into the feet of Bennett. Bilbao. Sato looking over top.
No, I didn't do it. I just thinking it.
The recognition of when that ball is on has to be a little bit better and a little cleaner in that moment. Sato looks up. Whitaker is even with Barnett. There's not much space for her to run into. And it's also not a constant battle that Barnett is losing. So just being able to pick those moments when you can play the ball over the top or when you should end up going to somebody's feet instead.
Chisholm. Good touch out of feet. Well defended by Capadonna, and Rose got her arms all over the jersey there. Playing advantage right now, Minas. Bilbao. Steph Hill. Small, winning the ball back. Pickett. Strategakis shook Hill out of her socks, and Kaylee Hunter goes down in the box. Not enough for a call, says Scott Bowman. Sauvé looked to have a piece of the young Kaylee Hunter.
Sarah Strategakis once again coming up big and turning into that space. She plays that ball through to Hunter, and you can see there just a shove on the back of Hunter from Sauvé. Hunter looked to be going to ground early. I don't believe there's anything in that.
I need this. I can't do it.
for the full switch to Paczurski for the throw.
Right idea, just the execution letting her down in the end.
Tembo and a throw. Collapsing on Boychuk. And this is why you play those small-sided drills in practice, so you can play in those situations, about 6 players in a 2-foot square.
Being able to thrive in those spaces is quite a superpower that not everybody has the ability to do.
Barnett. Small. And up over top for a throw. Foul called on Lauren Rowe.
Really well done from Sato, uses her body well, shields that ball, leaves Lauren Rowe really no choice but to go through her back.
You're watching the Northern Super League, presented by BMO, the official bank of the NSL. Scoreless game at BMO Field between AFC Toronto and the Montreal Roses, 2 unbeaten clubs in the Northern Super League in this 2nd season. Cathro looking up for Rowe, finds Kaylee Hunter instead. Hunter goes down quickly. There's Chisholm. Tembo. Read by Sauvé, well done. Finds Bennett. Bennett. Paczurski. 1v1 against Chisholm. Got the edge. Paczurski headed away. And Nikki Small, one-time pass into Kaylee Hunter. Got 2 defenders on her. Kaylee Hunter. One move back to Lauren Rowe. And could not get that out of feet in time.
Lauren Rowe just making the wrong decision to take an extra touch and go back towards the right.
Katembo stuck in, won the ball back. And it'll be a deep throw-in for AFC Toronto.
We spoke about how there's going to be constant momentum shifts and constant transitional moments, and we see Lisa Paczurski driving down that left side, cuts that ball back, no one able to get there, and then it ends up going back the other way for Toronto. Nikki Small does really well to control it and play that ball through to Kaylee Hunter. Lisa Paczurski is definitely somebody that's key to helping unlock this very solid back line that AFC Toronto has put together.
Sauvé had a little poke in the eye there, getting a little medical attention. Small. Katembo, the cross in, headed away by Sato. Cathro back to Rollins. And Rollins looking over top, has Katembo. Katembo stuck in her feet, gets it by Sauvé! And cleared emphatically by Lisa Paczurski.
Katembo is absolutely going to be a player that is going to be key to unlocking this Montreal back line. Her ability to get up this flank and also live off the shoulder of a player like Sauvé in between her and Paczurski. Well, you also have overloading players coming over in the strikers as well as a midfielder. So she's definitely going to be somebody that they need to try to find, switch the point of attack, get her on the ball, because she will make things happen.
Crowd coming alive as Colby Barnett takes the corner kick. Near post. Right back to Barnett. Gets the cross in. Nikki Small chases that down. Small. That skillful work by Nikki Small. Whitaker cleared it right back to Small. And the cross in over the head of Karpenko.
Yes, Anna.
And out for a corner kick. And it was Strategakis again on that post that nearly had a shot at that.
I mean, players that thrive in small spaces, Nikki Small is one of them. She also gets this crepe ball in, but Karpenko coming up big, reaches in behind her, doesn't allow Strategakis to get anything on that.
Barnett. Right in the middle, over the head of Steph Hill, and off the knee of Sarah Rollins. Wonder if Rollins could have had a header on that.
The timing of her run is also slightly early. She's in the right position, but you see her coming in. It's a bit of the ball hitting her versus her attacking the ball, and that's the biggest difference in those offensive moments. It's the difference between an attacking header and a defensive header at times as well. So that's the perfect example of her being able to go right through that ball to really give Karpenko issues.
Less than 5 minutes to play in this opening half. Action in both directions. No clear-cut chances just yet for either side. Responsibility in that role left by Emma Regan in the offseason. And the ball driven across, but can't be chased down by Colby Barnett.
It's the right idea. The early cross in, just unable to get anybody in there in time. A bit overhit from Hunter's standpoint. You see her put her hand up. She realizes she had overhit it in that moment, but Lauren Rowe making that run forward, attempting to try to get something on the end of that.
Right to the half by Karpenko. Sauvé has some time on this left side. Bennett incoming on Pickett. Small. Under siege in the midfield by Pachurski. Hunter, nice first touch. Going 1v1. Wants that right foot. The right foot, and stopped by Karpenko. And Kaylee Hunter says, let's get up here. Fire from the 18-year-old.
And I mean, rightfully so. You see her quality and her ability to go at players. She strikes that early, the second she has even just a minuscule amount of space. Sauvé not able to step in, but you see Anna Karpenko once again, she's ready. She's on her line, and she's able to get that stop out from the back of the net.
Barnett trying to unlock something here from the corner. Right to Steph Hill's head, right at the middle, and headed down by Whitaker. Not out of trouble.
This is in dangerous territory. An opportunity for AFC Toronto to get this, and you see that ball just bounce up off of Capodona's leg into her arm. Yeah, her arm in an unnatural swinging position.
being established by the Roses. Karpenko organizing. And on the ball is Colby Barnett and Kaylee Hunter. Hunter takes the shot. Karpenko over the bar. So Karpenko, sharp early. Stoning AFC Toronto.
I mean, Kaylee Hunter continuing to test Karpenko. She does so well here. You see her strike right through that, keeps her body over the ball. But Karpenko's strong hands once again and hits that over top of the goal.
So another corner kick. In the waning seconds here, added time. Barnett, near post, flicked on. Elbow down. So there is the halftime whistle. 0-0 game between these two unbeaten teams. And Anna Karpenko has had to be on her game, Jess, in this first half.
Yeah, Anna Karpenko coming up big for Montreal on multiple occasions. Kaylee Hunter really igniting that attack for AFC Toronto, trying to get in behind. Sarah Stratigakis as well. Both sides are creating chances, Signa. We've been seeing a lot of back and forth transitional play, momentum shifts, and that's what you expect from two great teams. But now it's about who can execute in the final third, who can really connect that final pass and get it into the back of the net.
Well, 45 minutes left to decide who wins this match, or will we have a winner between these two rivals? More from BMO Field between AFC Toronto and Montreal Roses, 0-0.
Hi, I'm Diana Matheson, legend of the field and founder of the Northern Super League. Are you wondering where to watch Northern Super League matches live this season? Confused by TV networks, channels, streams, and schedules? You could visit NSL.ca and download the 2026 schedule to your smartphone, but who's got time for that? Not me. That's why we're introducing the 2026 Northern Super League game schedule hotline. Just dial 1-833-NSL Live and we'll tell you where to watch every match. It's simple, it's easy. It's like the opposite of AI. No, seriously, call it. They made me pre-record all the weekly messages, and we have like 80 matches.
Call the NSL schedule hotline now. 1-833-NSL Live. That's 1-833-NSL Live. It's free, it's real, and yes, you can leave us a message. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us your favorite team. Tell us why everyone should watch the Northern Super League. Call now, find out where and when to watch, and tune in.
Hey all, we're at SPCA. This is Ontario's animal charity. We got to build homes for feral cats. We got to meet some cats, we got to meet some dogs. All were lovely and amazing. The staff were amazing, and we just had a great day volunteering. We're taping all the insulation for the home for the cats. So we're sealing everything. So it's nice and warm and cozy. Copying what they're telling us to do.
Together, we want to duct tape it down, specifically the gray. The gray tape. Goes onto it, just because we want to make sure that people see them. Just to add to it, you know.
Complete now. That is the last step.
So yeah, so my little cat can come here and feel nice, safe, warm, secure. Yeah.
Okay, this is all about teamwork, okay?
This is for the cats, all right?
This is for the cats.
This is
at the end of the day.
The man for the camera.
She likes you. Brilliant. Should I take her home? Okay, I will.
You wanna come home with me?
And jump yet? Should we?
Pooping? She wants some privacy.
Well, then even though there's a dog.
Eyes on the prize, I say passionate. I got the sauce like Diana, vision like medicine. They say patience is a virtue, so I went around the world and back again. Now NSL be on the map, no more imagining, it's happening.
You're watching the NSL's halftime show presented by BMO. We're at BMO Field today, of course. AFC Toronto hosting the visiting Montreal Roses, and we're seeing 45 minutes of action, and there was plenty of it, Jess, right off the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, we saw AFC Toronto start off on the front foot, right? They were looking for opportunities right away. Sarah Rollins with the ball over top. Kaylee Hunter applying that pressure. Lauren Rowe applying that pressure, and she's able to get there and strike this. But Anna Karpenko was not allowing that to go by her. But that pressure and that tenacity, that front-footedness, right from that first moment, that kickoff, Toronto wanted it. And we were seeing a bunch of that as the game continued on, Signa. We knew that this Toronto team was looking to find their first win at BMO, so the chances were coming. They were rolling in. Sarah Stratigakis, another player that was coming alive and rolling out into that flank area. Nice little ball through from Katembo into Hunter, who strikes that so well. But Anna Karpenko, she has been having quite a half. Stands strong, doesn't allow this to go into the back of her net. Huge moment from her, and one of many, I might say.
Yes, Karpenko has been a wall in this opening half. And more onslaught from Toronto. That was Sarah Stratigakis.
But so well read from Karpenko. She comes out. It's a great little slotted ball through, but she owns her box as we know she normally does. And I mean, Sarah Stratigakis again, owning that space, plays that little slip ball through. And we heard Kaylee Hunter, she wanted that PK, but we'll see it again here closer up. Sauvé with just a little bit of a shove on Hunter's back. You see Hunter immediately start to go to ground. She was already falling before that contact happened. Therefore, there is no PK, as much as I love the tenacity and the energy to get that PK. But Kaylee Hunter again takes on this entire back line and strikes.
Karpenko again diving to her left this time and saying, "You're not getting by my post." So it was a lot of AFC Toronto in terms of the shots.
She's hyping up the crowd.
So no shots from the Montreal Roses in that opening half. Possession pretty even. What would you like to see from maybe Montreal to counterpunch here?
I think we're seeing a lot of forced balls from Montreal. It's a difficult team to break down as far as AFC Toronto dropping in more of that back five defensively. So can they get the ball to Elise Bennett's feet? They're trying to play her over the top, but can they get it to her feet and then break AFC Toronto down with some combination play and release a player like Pechersky in behind, release a player like Boychuk, get the ball to be able to do that. But that combination play will allow that fluidity to really flow versus just sending those balls into space that AFC Toronto's doing a good job at killing right now.
Well, we know it's Mother's Day, and we have a special guest with us. It's Lena Karpenko, the mother of the busiest woman on the field today, goalkeeper of the Montreal Roses, Anna Karpenko. Lena, thanks so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me here. It's always a pleasure.
Well, you are a goalkeeper mom. I'm wondering what it's like. How are your nerves when you watch a game like today?
Well, I'm trying to stay calm. You cannot have your nerves. I know my daughter is calm, so I need to be as calm as her.
Excellent. Well, obviously she gets that calmness from you. Anna grew up in the Richmond Hill area, in this Toronto area, GTA.
Yeah.
And I'm sure your family had to do a lot in terms of getting her to practices and getting her to games. And I'm wondering what it's like now to see her play professional soccer on home soil in Canada.
Well, it's amazing. So when she started as a little girl, it was always hard work. It was so much determination, dedication, passion for the game she always had. And she had great achievements like in sports and academically to go through. And it was always kind of a worry what's going to be next. So when you play in the junior level and you play in at university, and then everything stops for many girls. And to see that, big thank you to Diana Mattison and her group, how they put that league together, how they made that dream true for the girls. And I'm so happy and so proud to see my daughter playing here in the homeland. Not just my daughter, like all her former teammates. I know all girls from different teams. And it's such a pleasure to watch them, what they achieved, what they became, and keep enjoying every single weekend.
Oh, that's awesome. Lena, I'm just wondering, you're here on Mother's Day watching your daughter play. Any plans after the game?
Well, I was lucky to spend some time with my daughter yesterday. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen today. They're going to depart for Montreal. But I do going to spend time with my mom today and my son as well. So family affair as usual.
Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy your special day. Thanks for joining us here. And, best of luck to Anna the rest of the season. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, Nikki Small is the new captain of AFC Toronto, and we've got a feature on her brought to you by WestJet, where the game takes you. Down the back of the net! AFC Toronto taking flights.
How would you describe your team culture?
I think it's really good. Every day, going into training, I love it. It doesn't feel like a job. When you look at us and when we score and we have all those crazy celebrations together, or everyone just running together because we're so happy, like you can just see we generally just have love for each other, and I think that really shows on the field, and that's why we're so successful. Being a new team in this new league, it's different because everyone's coming from all different places, bringing all different things. But now that we have a team culture established, just creating that full structure that if anyone comes into our program, we'll know that this is how we do things. Yeah, we have fun, but you need to know that we get work done here.
Emma's one of many leaders on the team, yourself included. Obviously, she's not with the team anymore, but what did you absorb from her about leadership?
It's the way she presents herself. I thought it was so key into our success because she's just so calm and composed on and off the field, and she just does everything by the book. And I just really took that away from her because obviously you can see how successful she is. So I'm looking to bring that into the next season. I'm vocal here and there, but I want to get better at that. But I think by the way I play, I give 100% anytime I'm on the field. And I just know how special it is to be on that field, obviously playing pro here in Canada. So I think for me, just how hard I work, that's how I'm going to lead.
I think this year is a really big year for Nikki. I think she's stepping up into a very important role with the team since Emma has left. So I'm super happy for her, and she's a very good technical player and somebody I like to go back and forth with. So we have a lot of fun together, and I really respect her, and I'm super happy for this season for her.
Preseason's so fun right now, and I think the team looks great. We all came in really sharp, which I love. I feel like last year was successful for my first year pro, and I just want that to continue on to this year.
All we gotta do is win. So if they sleep on you, tuck them in. Meet me at the top. If you bought, I'll drop my pen. So many stars in the making. Thank you. Built to thrill. Whoa. Eyes on the prize, I say passionate. I got the sauce like Diana, vision like medicine. They say patience is a virtue, so I went around the world and back again. Now NSL be on the map, no more imagining, it's happening. Collect the CAD and let it flow like the tides, call that currency. Born in Toronto, AFC, pay the pathway for the kids so that they can dream. Say la vie, if you work hard, churateros. It's game time, let's put the ball in motion. Obstacles in my way, gotta rise like Vancouver. Positive mindset, negative, gotta maneuver. I work hard, cause I don't wanna be average. Gain some capital like Ottawa, kinda rapid quick. No time for low key, I keep it wild and free like Calgary. I just wanna play ball and be me. Hear the sound of victory. 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 Hear the sound. Let's eat.
Hi, I'm Diana Matheson, legend of the field and founder of the Northern Super League. Are you wondering where to watch Northern Super League matches live this season? Confused by TV networks, channels, streams, and schedules? You could visit NSL.ca and download the 2026 schedule to your smartphone, but who's got time for that? Not me. That's why we're introducing the 2026 Northern Super League game schedule hotline. Just dial 1-833-NSL-LIVE and we'll tell you where to watch every match. It's simple, it's easy. It's like the opposite of AI. No, seriously, call it. They made me pre-record all the weekly messages, and we have like 80 matches.
Call the NSL schedule hotline now. 1-833-NSL-LIVE. That's 1-833-NSL-LIVE. It's free, it's real, and yes, you can leave us a message. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us your favorite team. Tell us why everyone should watch the Northern Super League. Call now, find out where and when to watch, and tune in.
Welcome back to BMO Field on this beautiful Mother's Day, celebrating Asian Heritage Month. Lots of celebrations on the field. We've got two substitutions to tell you about. One for the Montreal Roses, Noemi Pecan coming into the game for Haley Whitaker. And on the AFC Toronto side, we see Kyla Novak coming in for Sarah Stratigakis. Scoreless at BMO Field. AFC Toronto with the advantage in that opening half, 7 shots to none. But we're ready for kickoff, and anything can happen with 45 left to go.
We've asked you to deal with them and you didn't, so now you gotta go fix them, please.
No, but they just told us.
You're starting off. Please get them fixed.
Okay, already got a little equipment, not malfunction to deal with, but Iota Katembo having to attend to her socks or shin guards there. So AFC Toronto will start the match with 10 players while Katembo gets that taken care of. Small, trying to get that out of her feet. Patro blocked by Bennett.
Some great pressure there from Elise Bennett.
Kai, come across, Kai.
So it has to do with her grip socks and her, I guess you call them cut socks. This is new stuff for me, Jess. We just wore one sock, didn't have to worry about it.
A lot of players are definitely wearing the grip socks now, just that sleeve that goes over. But some referees are very strict with it needing to be the exact color.
Same color, yeah.
Yeah.
So in this case, all burgundy, so Katembo will have to wait to be escorted back on the field. And in the meantime, Montreal Roses on the front foot here. And Bilbao's ball in over top, out for a goal kick. So Katembo back on the pitch for AFC Toronto. Also of note, Katembo on the left side of the pitch, Colby Barnett on the right side of the pitch, so playing inverted right now. Well, there's my good friend, Diana Matheson, founder of the Northern Super League, right in the middle, next to Mama Matheson on the right and her partner Anastasia Bustos on the left, so expected Mama for Diana and Anastasia coming up, so exciting times. I'm sure she'll get mad at me for showing them on camera, but when you found a league that means so much to so many people, you're on camera as much as possible. That's what I have to say.
And they have the faces to be on camera,
Come on.
so why not show them?
Exactly. Small to Hunter. Trying to find some space as she's under pursuit by Bilbao. The slide a little late to Barnett. Cutting into that left foot. And sliding it outside, Novak. Kyla Novak, first touches. The left foot across goal to Hunter, just off her instep.
Barnett also having that option to play Nikki Small off this left side.
And offside, I believe, is the call.
Nikki Small just coming from that offside position slightly earlier. Hold-up play.
Yeah. And they're on Bennett. They're not letting her turn. Hunter playing in Lauren Rowe. In pursuit is Capadonna. Back to Katembo.
Katembo needing to continue that run down the flank, take on Paczerski and get across in the box. But instead opts to really play it into a bunch of players into Rowe's feet.
Small. Finds Barnett.
Great vision.
Barnett driving inside. Paquin helping out. Doesn't get out of trouble just yet. Chisholm. AFC Toronto has the Roses hemmed into their own end now. Headed down. And out for a throw-in. Tembo has to come to that ball. Under pressure from Paczerski. Small, looking inside. Capadonna reads that very well. You always forget Lucy Capadonna is just in her second year of pro soccer. Out of Marlborough, Massachusetts, former captain of the Yukon Huskies.
She has definitely taken leadership and charge back there, Signa, especially as that central defender role. It's a big role. She did it very well for them last season. She was obviously playing alongside a second center back, but her ability to step up in these moments has continued to be shown.
Minas, a little bit of freedom now, pushing forward. Sauvé cutting into her right foot now, over the top. Bilbao, strong header in, finds Bennett. Oh! Bennett looked to be brought down in the box. Have to get a closer look at that. But AFC Toronto converged on Bennett. So Montreal, a little bit of pep in their step at the start of this second half. Paczerski.
Paczerski doing really well to find those spaces and live in the half spaces, find the gaps, get on the ball, and go out the other way.
Let's have another look at this. So
you do see Elise Bennett throw herself, which is probably what.
Uh-oh! Off the head of Hill. And Capadonna coming up with it.
Just to finish that thought, you do see her sort of send her body forward, and a lot of times when referees do see that, they don't end up making the call.
It's the body language. Katembo pushing forward, a little bit off on that right foot, out for a goal kick. To Katembo, who has roots in the Quebec area from Joliette, Quebec. Her family emigrated from Tanzania and made Joliette their home. Oh.
Karpenko not able to clear that over top of the tall stature of Stephanie Hill. Almost ends up in the back of her net.
That back to Krzyzaniak. Hasn't had too many touches back there. Rollins under pressure right away from Bennett.
What's happening?
Sato with loads of time. Karpenko looking up to Bennett. Nice hold up play. Pachurski. One time. Looking for Paquin. Back to Pachurski. Pachurski. Broken up by Small. Paquin. Nice ball in. And the header from Tanya Boychuk into the arms of Krzyzaniak, who quickly puts it up the pitch. Kaylee Hunter's got it by Lucy Capadonna. Capadona's trying to recover, so Sato. And the cross in, oh, it's an own goal! It's an own goal! And I believe it's going to be called back. Offside. The ruling on the field is offside. So some excitement at BMO Field for one side, some relief for the other. Kaylee Hunter put the pressure on.
The fans not liking that too much.
Karpenko, so still scoreless at BMO Field. 10 minutes into the second half. Karpenko out for a throw-in.
Well, you can see there, Lauren Rowe just slightly offside. He's both doing everything to get back and ends up actually kicking it into her own net. But thankfully saved by the fact that it did end up being ruled offside.
Small, lovely turn. And played through, Karpenko off her line, owning her box, as you said at halftime, Jess. 2 clean sheets on the season. There's no way she's going to be leaving here without another one. In front of her mom, Lena, who we had a chance to talk to at half. Lovely conversation about what this league has given her daughter and all the other young players in this country.
We've seen AFC Toronto play a few of those little slip balls through very close into Karpenko. She's so confident, and she, as you said, Signa, she owns that box every single time. She is off her line, she's ready, and she's aware of what needs to be done in that moment.
Bennett felt that. It's Rollins. It's right on her tail. Slowing it down. Bilbao closing Small down. She turns her. Small trying to find some space and does to Barnett. Chisholm turns the other way. Chisholm. Oh!
Very well read from Pachurski.
And out the other way. Here comes Tanya Boychuk. One-time cross off of Cathro and out for a corner kick.
That dangerous trio that Montreal has up top, Signa. Paczurski wins that ball and goes in transition, plays a quick little ball to Elise Bennett, who gets it out to Boychuk, and you see Boychuk, she recognizes Paczurski getting into the box, Bennett as well, and looks for that early cross in, ends up winning a corner kick instead.
Off the head of Cathro, Boychuk. Great spirit of the game to check on Cathro to see how she was doing.
Former teammates as well for the U20 national team.
Yeah. Looks like Zoe Burns getting set to come in for AFC Toronto. On the corner kick, though, is Chloe Minas. Minas has some big targets in there, including Steph Hill. She had a little head on it, went over. So Zoe Burns will enter the game for Nyota Katembo. Katembo getting her first start of the season today. Burns had started the previous 2 matches, so Zoe Burns coming in. Dual national, came over mid-season from Fleury in France and told me last week just being with the team from the start of the season is really just given her a little bit more fluidity, allowed her to establish herself. Had a goal in the opener against Vancouver.
It's never easy to come into something late and try to get all caught up, especially stepping into a team that, you know, was winning games and they had something really great going, and she ended up working her way onto that starting 11.
Bilbao, strike from distance! And it goes wide. Zoe Burns, I know we have the great song Victory from Tiffany Foster, the Halifax Tides, our kind of song of the season, but Zoe Burns has a song herself for AFC Toronto. Just released last week. She's got a little bit of a music passion and career on the side. So fans will have to check that out. It's got a good beat to it. Uh-oh, Bennett! Krasaniak got a finger on it. She didn't know where it was, but she got a hand on it. So Montreal's first real opportunity on the foot of the Golden Boot leader, Elise Bennett.
And you know that Elise Bennett is always ready to pounce if you give her even that moment too, as you see there, getting her foot on the ball, causing issues.
Burns' pass right to Karpenko.
And we'll see it again here, but Boychuk attempting to get up there. Pickett actually ends up getting that straight into Elise Bennett's feet. But Krasaniak coming up and getting her hand on that.
Read by Nikki Small. Small to Kaylee Hunter. Hunter going 1v1. Got by Capadonna, but not by Bilbao. Burns. Cathro into Chisholm. Early cross in, stopped by Paczurski and out for a corner kick.
Kaylee Hunter, she's been absolutely relentless today, Signa. Chance after chance. You see Capadonna go down to ground. She sticks with it, and then Bilbao comes in and uses some of that experience and muscle to get Kaylee Hunter off of the ball, keeps it in play.
Well, Kaylee Hunter, as we mentioned, looking for her first goal contribution of the season. She had 16 goals in 25 games last year, second in scoring, behind DB Pridham, who, by the way, broke her national team's jinx with a brace last week. Punched away by Karpenko. Not away yet! Bouncing in the box, Karpenko's got it! Karpenko is a magnet today.
And you know that there's a fearlessness that comes with playing in net, but Anna Karpenko, she is the definition of that. She jumps on absolutely anything inside that 6-yard box, gets her hands to that, and secures it for her side.
Pechersky plays quickly to Boychuk. Low to Bennett. Novak. Barnett looking forward. Too far, and Karpenko will kick that out.
Playing a bit of that sweeper keeper that we know she loves to play. Again, coming back to that confidence aspect and in herself and being able to read that, come off her line and get it out before anything's able to come of it, especially with a player like Kaylee Hunter and Lauren Rowe running at you at full speed.
Pickett finds Small. Pickett to Small again. To Barnett. To the left foot, goes to the far post. Pechersky's on it. Boychuk muscles by Chisholm. Good recovery from Burns to slow her down. Pechersky again, driving forward. Pechersky toying with Chisholm. Gets the switch into Sauvé.
Pechersky just continuing to be a creator, finding the ball at all times, finding the space, attacking it, and then being able to recognize when that switch of play is on to go out the other way.
Minas, lovely little touch to Bennett. Bennett, the cross in, it's curling! And the drop back by Paquet, but not anyone there for the Roses. And here comes Novak. It's Novak and Rowe. Played in. Lauren Rowe, well defended by Capadonna. And AFC Toronto will get called for the foul there.
See the frustration from Rowe. She doesn't think there's a foul in there, and I'm sure we'll see it back, but Lauren Rowe known for how tenacious she is. But first, let's look at this chance, Signa. This ball, very well executed by Elise Bennett. A lot of power. Paquin is able to get there and get that ball back, but just not enough in it before AFC Toronto is able to intervene, excuse me.
Rollins heads it forward. Cathro gets a foot on it. And Minas out to this right side with Pechersky. Zoe Burns edges her off the ball, not before Pechersky wins it back. Pechersky now, the cross in! Headed away!
Pechersky doing everything to stick with that, even though she was bodied off the ball initially. Gets a great ball into the box.
Rowe, Lauren Rowe taking it forward, looking for a target. Lauren Rowe has Barnett, Colby Barnett. Lauren Rowe, the cross, and out for a corner kick.
Barnett's reaction time just too slow there. She has to get up the field quicker. But you talking about fast reaction time, Lisa Pechersky sticks with this, gets her foot on it, and gets a ball across. But you see Victoria Pickett get her head on that and get it out of the box.
Small right to Karpenko, but just jimmying back and forth. Small just shaking everybody out of their boots today.
Just the usual for Nikki Small.
Yeah, just another day at the office for the AFC Toronto captain. Cathro under pressure immediately from Paczerski. Tried to get it over top to Kaylee Hunter, and Valerie Sato stepping up. And 3 substitutions coming up for the Montreal Roses. Charlotte Bilbao coming out of the game. Tanya Boychuk. And Alan Valerie Sato, but entering the game, really interested to see this player. We've been looking forward to seeing her, and that is that woman, Evelyn Badu, the 23-year-old from Ghana. Plays with the Black Queen, 17 caps, 10 goals. A lot of promise with this player. She just came 2 weeks ago. This is her first taste of NSL action, and she wins the ball right away.
Thrilled to see her get her first minutes. It's definitely somebody that is described to be able to unlock and help ignite this already very strong Montreal attack, but being able to come from that midfield position and just add that much more creativity. Very well read there from Paczerski.
You're watching the Northern Super League presented by BMO, the official bank of the NSL. A 0-0 match here between AFC Toronto, wearing their burgundy kits today. Moving right to left on your screen, and the Montreal Roses in their whites, moving from left to right, headed over top. Uh-oh. Kaylee Hunter might have taken a head on the back there. To be gathering herself. Medical staff out here.
Take another look at the collision.
Got bonked heads there with Olivia Mbala, who just came into the match for the Montreal Roses. Mbala, a Toronto native, so in front of friends and family today. As the young star for AFC Toronto gets attended to, Kaylee Hunter. Friends and family of AFC Toronto looking on this Mother's Day. And Kaylee Hunter back on her feet.
Great sign. Especially with that absence of Esther Okoronkwo, Kaylee Hunter continuously stepping up and bringing that big presence to the attack, helping really lead that forward line. Despite her young age, you would never know.
Asked Marko Milanovic, you know, how's Kaylee Hunter feeling? You know, the no goal contributions so far, obviously second in league scoring last year, such high expectations for this young Canadian star. And he says, you know what, she's a striker, yeah, she wants to get on the board, but it's also about doing the little things, getting her feet back from that travel, which we mentioned, you know, with the Canadian national team. She'll find her way. Badu.
And truthfully, any forward knows that when they go into that, where they get into their head because they haven't been scoring, they really throw themselves off for quite a while until they're able to break that. So if she can just stick to it mentally, not get in her head, because she is creating a lot. We've seen it. She's creating a lot of dangerous opportunities. There's definitely one coming for her soon.
Hill. Shepherds that out of bounds. Minas. Paczurski. Into the arms of Krzyzaniak.
So
Paczurski dropping a little bit into space where Badu kind of rolling into that attacking three.
Well, Lisa Paczurski is definitely somebody that has versatility. We saw her for the Vancouver Rise last season drop into a fullback role at times when needed, and she thrives in any position that she's in.
Well, pushing forward right now is Elise Bennett. Krzyzaniak making sure that doesn't go anywhere. Shots right now firmly in the favor of AFC Toronto. 7 on target to the 1 of the Montreal Roses. Plenty of time here left to play at BMO Field on this Mother's Day. Beautiful 13 degrees. Didn't need my coat in the booth today, Jess, which I'm quite relieved about.
Well, you're rocking a nice blue suit.
Thanks.
So, Fred, people can't see you, but you look great. And warm.
I dressed the part. Voila. Back to Karpenko. Paczurski. Closed down by Small, out for a Montreal throw.
See the double team there from Small as well as Burns, not allowing Paczurski any time to turn.
Big battle. Eventually won by the Roses. Pushing forward, that's Lori Thibault. Thibault looking over top for Bennett. Barnett racing back and clears it out for a throw-in.
See that coverage from Barnett. Toronto's very aware of the threat that Elise Bennett brings. You see the numbers around her constantly. They're aware of what it is that what runs she's making at all times, what space she's occupying, and really trying to limit her time on the ball.
Paquin. Noemi Paquin has a goal this season. That was offside. "15 minutes to play. Scoreless game at BMO. Ball given away up the middle by Krzyzaniak. Badu. Very active already in this game. Ball drops back for Capadonna under pressure.
Badu's hungry mindset to get on the ball, always looking for the ball, looking to find those spaces.
Broken up, Paquin's got a lot of pace and she's going forward. Finds Bennett, the shot! Stopped by Krzyzaniak! Back to Badu! Badu, the shot from distance, Krzyzaniak knocks it out of bounds! So the Roses, who have been quiet, are blossoming at the right time!
And this starts from Paquin, who reads that ball so well, gets a ball to Elise Bennett, who strikes it, but Krzyzaniak coming up big. You see Sarah Rollins sticking with her as well, and the ball coming out to Badu. It just gets caught in her feet, but she does end up trying to strike from distance to beat Krzyzaniak.
So both keepers have now been tested. And will this clean sheet be broken? Chloe Minas on the corner for the Roses. Feeling a little momentum. All in. Hunter making sure that's out for a throw.
Toronto doing well to disrupt a player like Stephanie Hill, who has height on most players, and being able to get up there and get it, but they're pushing her just enough off balance where she's not able to connect with that ball in. There's a great ball in from Minas.
Barnett trying to shield the ball so Rollins can pump that out for a deeper throw in.
See that back angle of that second save. Really well struck from Badu from distance.
Capadonna turning confidently. Paquin. Pechersky. Thibault. Pechersky sliding in for Badu. Burns helps out. Double sub here for AFC Toronto. We'll see Olivia Chisholm exit the match for Chloe Uddenberg. And Lauren Rowe exit, and her first minutes will take place right now. Mia Fontana, one of the off-season acquisitions for AFC Toronto, part of the USA Youth Program. Played at UCal at Berkeley. So Mia Fontana's been waiting to get into the lineup, and today's her day, number 21.
We spoke about Okoronkwo and her injury and how much of a void that is to fill, but it also opens up opportunities for players like Fontana who maybe wouldn't.
Pechersky's shot, taking a deflection out for a corner kick. Continue, sorry.
No, that's okay. Opportunity after opportunity, that's what we love to see. So I will stop talking at any point. But yeah, absolutely, it gives opportunities to new players to step up. And, Lisa Pechersky on Montreal, she's able to continuously create opportunities. She does really well to weave in and out of space, go at players, strike from distance, and create something. And again, this is multiple corner kicks that we're seeing from Montreal, and it's something that Toronto wanted to limit.
Yep. Especially with some of those big targets in the box. Minas, near post, and that's going to hit the mesh. There's a foul in the box there, maybe anyway, but play continues. Are we going to see a goal here, Jess Lisi?
I think both teams are knocking on the door. I'm not sure where it's going to come from first. Right now we're seeing a bit of a reinvigorated Montreal side. A little more quiet from Toronto in the attack. But at the same time, Toronto has shown some moments in this matchup where they've come alive in that final third and created really dangerous opportunities.
The Roses taking control of possession in this second half. So tilting a little way for the Montreal Roses as they continue to push forward. Bennett trying to turn. Pickett taken down. And the two former teammates pick each other up.
See them laughing it off.
Overlapped at Kansas City, as we mentioned, in the NWSL.
See Pickett just come back to try to double team there, but Elise Bennett gets caught around her, fouling her.
Burns. Touch over top has Hunter. Cathro fighting to win that back. Badu going down. Foul going the way of the Montreal Roses.
See Cathro just get wrapped up around Badu's leg as they're both fighting for the ball. unfortunately went the other way, Signa.
Yeah. Cathro, the left foot, into the box, headed up. Still being headed around. Hunter winds up, oh, just over the bar on the half volley. Oh, feeling snake bitten right now, Kaylee Hunter.
That would have been quite a way to break that scoring drought. She wins the second ball right at the top of the 18 and goes for that side volley. It just skies over top of the bar last minute. She does well to make contact with it.
Well struck. Just over top. Thibault going the other way to Sauvé.
You see Lisa Pechersky all by her lonesome on this side.
Ooh. Toronto in trouble here. Couldn't clear it. Badu down in the box and just outside by Bennett. So 2 players down in the box, and you see a substitution here for Montreal, but Bennett is down in the box, maybe needing some medical attention. Chloe Minas will exit the game for the Montreal Roses. They're putting in a shift. And in comes the youngster Felicia Roy.
Thankfully, Bennett's back on her feet, but Sauvé puts a great ball into the box. Badu gets a touch on it, and you see Bennett just come right through that. She might have potentially just rolled over her ankle or got some contact there from Rollins.
It's a handball on Ashley Cathro, so the Roses will get themselves set up for this set piece. The pressure from Evelyn Badu.
See the height of Cathro's arm. Straight off of her elbow.
Paquin and Pechersky on the ball. Pechersky makes a run, little touch in the box. Patient by Pickett to get it out to Hunter.
Not the best delivery from Paquin. Something does come of it with a nice little touch. But there needs to be a better delivery there.
Badu. That's nice footwork. Small's gonna recover. Oh, Badu tried to chip in Bennett.
Just not on the same page that time, but you're seeing the quality of Badu's feet and her technical aspects of how she's able to evade pressure in those tight spaces.
Ball played over top from Small. Udenberg tries to go by. And Karpenko there to pump that away. Less than 5 minutes to play. 0-0 between AFC Toronto and the Montreal Roses. Small goes down. Novak trying to cut it back. Body's flying, and now Montreal's on the attack. Badu. Wow. Badu has Bennett, lovely ball over top. Oh, Bennett's gonna break, and it's in! Number 4 for Elise Bennett, she can't help but score! It's 1-0 Montreal over AFC Toronto.
I mean, what a combination from the newcomers. Badu with a phenomenal ball, but Elise Bennett, my goodness. Showing what she's capable of. We'll see it again here, but Badu, great recognition, plays this ball over top, perfectly delivered. Nice first touch from Elise Bennett, gets control, pulls out some tricky moves as well and is able to find the back of the net with her left boot. She places that right by Krzyzeniak. And this is what great strikers do, Signa. They find ways to change the game. And Elise Bennett is absolutely a game changer.
Showing once again why she's one of the top acquisitions this offseason. Elise Bennett, her 4th goal. Radu loses the ball. Here comes Burns. Is there an equalizer for Toronto? Just over top. Burns could have had a shot there. Shot cross.
Too much juice behind that cross from Burns. She does all the work. She does so well to regain possession and then isn't able to quite keep that inside the 18, Signa.
April Lantain set to enter the game. Ashley Cathro exiting the game.
Looks like Lantain's being held out.
You can hear the officials saying that's not what the card said in terms of the player to be substituted on. But April Lantain coming onto the pitch. Colby Barnett will slide into that left back position. And we'll see what kind of added time there is here at BMO Field. Small, finding space. She's got Hunter. Hunter gets it across and Karpenko will be there, as she has been all game. 4 minutes of added time. Foul on Rollins on Bennett. So 1-0 here, Jess.
She's a very difficult player to deal with when she has the strength to play back to goal. That's not an attribute that a lot of strikers have nowadays. So Elise Bennett's ability to play back to goal, her strength to really hold her own, it also allows an outlet for her team to be able to get that ball to her, have her hold it up, and get out of pressure.
Machursky. By Barnett. Out for a corner kick. That was a battle we saw in the NSL final last year, Pachursky and Barnett.
It was an exciting one.
It was a great battle last year, and it continues today at BMO Field.
It's really well defended from Barnett. She goes right to that final moment, puts her body on the line, doesn't allow Pachursky to get anything into the box.
Paquin on the corner kick. Up across, Bennett got a header on it. Blocked. Well, one over there by Hunter. The Montreal Roses will try and waste some of this time. 2 minutes left in added time. Small, looking up to Hunter. He's looking for Edinburgh. Lantain, up to Hunter, offside.
Frustration from Hunter.
Inside 2 minutes of added time now. Montreal looking to play spoiler at BMO Field as they did last season. Back on April 19th, it was Tanya Boychuk with the goal, a 1-0 victory at BMO. running out of time here. So one final push. Rollins. Burns. Uddenberg turns inside. Novak. Crossed in, she slipped up. Small. Headed away by Bennett, who's back there defending now. Uh-oh! Rollins picked off by Paquin, but Brzaniak. Long, towering ball.
Paquin very good at reading those balls. That's how she scored her first goal.
And that's the game. Montreal Roses coming to town. Play spoiler, and they're 3-0 on the season. AFC Toronto still winless at BMO. But a great battle between two of the top teams in the NSL in the early going of the season.
We saw a bit of a tale of two halves, right, Signa? That first half was very much Toronto-based. We saw at halftime majority of that packet, if not all, was Toronto's chances, and it just comes down to being able to finish them. So it's not a lack of creation, it's not a lack of quality, but in that final third, can you execute in those moments? Because when you play against an opponent like Montreal, you might not get too many. And they actually got quite a bit today, Toronto, but in the second half, it was a reinvigorated Montreal side. We saw them come alive in the final third. They had that great fluidity in their attack. And you also sometimes just need that one person to really step up and make a difference, and Elise Bennett did that in the moment that mattered the most. Pulls out a great move, is able to slot that by Brzaniak. But overall, we saw a game that was really exciting. Both teams wanted that win. You could see that. It was feisty. But in the end, in that second half, the better team did win today, the better team on the day.
Now 4 goals on the season for Elise Bennett. You see her celebrating. She's really fit in seamlessly in this Montreal Roses attack.
Yeah, I mean, she that back to goal presence and her ability to be in the box as well. She makes a lot of those great front post runs. We didn't see it too much today, but in the earlier couple matches, we saw that from her, and that she brings attributes that Montreal didn't necessarily have last year. Tanya Boychuk is more of a player that has the ability to play back to goal, but she plays almost as more of a 10. She likes to come off those pockets. She likes to get in behind. Elise Bennett is somebody that plays that traditional 9 role. Does she have the ability to get in behind? Absolutely, but she really thrives when you play that ball to her feet and she's able to post people up and just spin you. Just give her an ounce of space and she will hurt you.
And a lovely assist by Evelyn Badu, who came in that second half, brought a little bit of fire to the Montreal Roses attack. Let's take a look at our full-time stats today while both teams gather and stretch it out after this hard-fought match. 51% possession for the Montreal Roses. In the end, the total shots ended up being a little bit more even there, Jess. A bit surprising.
Yeah, I mean, as I said in that first half, AFC Toronto created a lot. They still had some chances in that second half, but in the end, all you need is one to make that difference, and the Montreal Roses were able to execute when it mattered.
Well, an excellent match here at BMO Field on Mother's Day, celebrating Asian Heritage Month as well today. And a 1-0 victory for the Montreal Roses over AFC Toronto. Evelyn Badu talking it out with Steph Hill after the game. She brought a lot. That battle with Sarah Rollins and Elise Bennett certainly added to something. How about Kaylee Hunter with that strike? Boy, that would have been the first goal of the game.
And you can see her frustration, right? After, in the end there, when she was offside, she swings and she kicks that ball far out of bounds. Just some frustration from her, but she was creating so much, and that's what's frustrating. It's not that the opportunities aren't there. It's just about being able to find the back of the net. I do think it's coming for Kaylee Hunter. She has all the quality in the world. We know that. We saw her find the back of the net how many times last year, Signa? So we know it's coming, but it's just a matter of keeping her head straight and just continuously going at it.
Well, let's take a look at the NSL standings, how they are after this match. It is the Montreal Roses on top, 3-4-3. So 9 points. The Ottawa Rapid behind them. The Halifax Tides unbeaten on the season as well, having only played 2 matches, and AFC Toronto tied with 4 points apiece. So still lots to be decided. We're in the early going of this second NSL season. Plenty more action, of course, coming up for you in the Northern Super League. Let's take a look at the games to come this week. Wednesday night, Halifax Tides and Ottawa Rapid. The Calgary Wild and Montreal Roses tangle as well. Calgary Wild looking for their first win of the season, and Halifax busy week for them as they're also in action next Monday. Well, it was a wonderful game here on Mother's Day. 13 degrees at BMO Field, blue skies, and great football. And great chances. Anna Karpenko, another clean sheet today as the Montreal Roses take it 1-0 thanks to this goal from Elise Bennett. Her 4th of the season gives the Roses a perfect record. Thanks for watching the Northern Super League on CBC Gem.